Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impression video. It's going to be on one that actually hit close to the heart, and I really actually enjoyed the first episode. So this is going to be on Deaimon Recipe for Happiness. You can find it on Crunchyroll, and it has one episode out. A lot of anime released today. I think like 4 or 5 of them were released today. So I'll try my best to catch up with every single one of them. More than likely, you'll see a reaction today, and then more reviews tomorrow on the stuff that came out today. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. A lot of you guys have been joining in, so welcome yourself in the comment section. Thank you guys for the love and support that you do show this channel, and doing this on my break today because I really want to get this video out as soon as possible. But again, Deaimon Recipe for Happiness is an anime that really was, I guess the drama was a little bit more higher quality than I expected it to be. The anime starts with a little girl approaching a guy in the train station, confusing him to be her dad, and then it's not, and she just kind of shyly runs away. Well, this guy ends up going back to his to a food shop that belonged to his grandpa, now belongs to his parents, and he's returning from 10 years of him pursuing his musician career. And he's not welcome as much as he thought he would be. Now, his father, I think, was a doctor, and he was very worried about him, thinking that he was gonna die, and that basically pushed him to have, I guess, a epiphany that he needs to be the one that's gonna take up the family shop. Now, it sounds very selfish of him, and at the end of the day, it is, but there's a little bit more to it behind it. Now, when he returns, he is told that there is another successor that has already been training for a while, and it ends up being the little girl that confused him. She tells him that he's not needed, and she's not going to lose to someone like him, who basically gave up and ran away from his family and from the shop. So in the episode, you see her working in the shop, basically being good at it, but also she's a kid. So a lot of things happen, and we'll go back to the middle, but essentially what happens towards the end is that someone makes an order, and I think it's the people that she kicked out in the beginning of the episode because they were smoking in the shop, and someone made an order, a big order, and they praised her for it. And they didn't end up picking them up. So she felt so guilty in having the workers do 100 of the item, and that she runs away with the pastries saying, I'm gonna figure something out, right? She's gonna sell them somehow. Well, this guy runs behind her, and is kind enough to like bring a guitar, and he does what he can do best, which is like sing and entertain, and that's what basically gets customers to buy the pastries at the end of the day. So they make a good team at the end of the day, and that's basically the end of that episode. Now, in the middle, we find out a few things. One, why the guy left. The guy left was because he had a great passion for the pastries, but each time some pastries were sold, he would cry as a kid because he didn't want them to go. He wanted the pastries to stay. So he at one point overheard his grandpa saying maybe this is not for him. He should probably find some other passion, and that hit him hard. I think weeks later, his grandpa died, and he basically decided through a friend in high school that he wanted to be a musician. He was done with the whole pastries, and he didn't really tell anyone. He didn't really tell anyone the story behind it. But now he's telling this little girl. We also find out that he was somewhat successful, but when he was becoming someone in the music industry, the band broke, and essentially he was left with nothing. So he was basically again at zero. So, which is why it was one of the reasons he got pushed to come back. Uh, he definitely has the love for it, but because the dad has not seen it and this little girl doesn't even know who he is, there's not much to it. Now, who is the little girl? The little girl, we find out that was left by her, abandoned by her father, who happened to be carrying a guitar, which is why she ran to him in the beginning. We also find out that this guy was a jerk. The mom, I think, passed away, and he essentially told the little girl that she was extra weight. He couldn't take care of her, so she abandoned her in the shop and decided that he needed to start his life from zero, and he couldn't have this little girl with him. So she's been waiting there for her dad for years, which it's sad. It's sad. It hit me hard. So it's definitely going to be a cooking anime with these two building a relationship. Maybe not a father-daughter relationship, but definitely kind of a mentor to mentee. And we don't know who the mentor mentee is because obviously he has the adult mindset of a parent for her, but she's also a lot more mature when it comes to the pastries. So I think they're gonna do a good duo, and it's gonna be a sweet anime. Out of 10, I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. It really hit me hard. I did like it, and I couldn't stop watching it. So it was very unexpected as well. Definitely will put it in my top 10. I believe that the purpose the anime was made for it's being fulfilled, so that's why I believe it deserves an 8 out of 10. So go check it out. It's sweet. It's not for everyone, I will say that, but it is really well made. So the food looks delicious. Go check it out. Thank you guys for the love and support that you show this channel. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe, comment, like, and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.